All right. Thank you, everyone. I know that Zoom has changed a little bit, so you might see on your screen, please accept, you have to continue to to be able to continue with the Zoom. I don't know. I don't know if at a certain point they actually cut you off. I've never tried that. So anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We did this actually last year. I think it was last May, Charisse, and it was just so well received. And people have been asking for it again, and we are finally doing it. And I am super, super excited to introduce my friend Reese, one of my good friends. She's been an esthetician for 18 years. She also does massage therapy, but she is just so knowledgeable about skincare, health, nutrition, everything. She has two beautiful children. Her mom is watching tonight. That was super cute to be able to meet her mom tonight. And I'm so excited for you guys to learn from her. She's going to be doing some different stuff. If you were on the one last year, some of the information might be a little bit of the same, but she is going to be bringing some tips with like some surprises if you guys haven't heard. So anyway, I was getting ready to spoil it and I don't want to spoil it. So anyway, all right, let's share the screen and get started. I'm really excited about this.
All right, good. Everyone can see. Thank you for being here tonight for Beauty from the Inside Out. I'm going to be sharing about the connection I'm seeing with my skincare routine and nutrition. So, of course, Karen said I've been a massage therapist 18 years, probably been doing skincare about 15. And in school, I had to learn about the function at the cellular level of the body. And in skincare, the same thing, how the skin functions at the cellular level. And now that I'm learning more about product ingredients and seeing what's in all these products that I'm suggesting for everybody's skincare routine, I keep seeing the same connection with what's in the ingredients. So our skin health is a mirror of what we are or what we are not. Oh, I'm trying to get rid of this little thing. Oh, well, what we are, what we are not doing. So it's not just one thing or the other, it's a combination of things. What we apply to our skin. Our home skincare routine is very important. We want to have the maintenance of our skincare. Nutrition is another important factor. What we eat or what we drink can have effect on the skin. So we want to try to cut out foods and drinks. So drinks are and condiments are the sneaky ones that create dehydration and that create inflammation. So an example is dairy. Dairy can create inflammation. So some people are more sensitive to dairy, and the inflammation you'll see are breakouts. Some people get like bumps behind their arms. That could be like a dairy allergy. Sugar, it will also dehydrate the skin. If your skin is lackluster or dull, and that means it's dehydrated, and it's going to show your fine lines and wrinkles more when your skin is dehydrated. We need more cell turnover in that case of dehydration. Hydration is also another thing. It helps to get those toxins up out of the skin to the surface and out. When our pores are hydrated, we age better, and the water is going to move everything to the surface. Stress is also a factor in our skin routine. We need self-care as women, as busy moms. Life is crazy. We don't take too much time for self-care. Sleep is very important, and exercise. Environment, hormones, and genetics also play a big role in our skin health. So there's other things that we can focus on with that. But exercise, our face has muscles, and we don't really go to the gym and exercise our face muscles. It's not really common to do that. But we're only using about 20% of our facial muscles every day, which is regular facial expressions, smiling. I tend to have quite a few facial expressions, but I'm still not using all of my facial muscles. So we are going to do face exercises. So I'm going to demo it. Feel free to do it also. My grandmother used to do these, and I thought she was a little like, what is she doing? But as kids, we all modeled her. And who knew that these years later I would be doing these. So I do facial exercises in the car, sometimes under my mask. This is a great time to utilize wearing your mask if you're bored. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is an E and an O. So we're going to really use those facial muscles and go E, O, E, O. If you are worried about your crow's feet, you can kind of just hold and try to only use the E and O. You can hold these until you feel your muscles actually working. And while I was demoing this, I was like, oh, I really feel it, because I was practicing. Another one, you're going to make your lips like an O, and then you're going to move your lips from side to side. This move is going to help your jowls. So as we age, jowls appear. So we're going to go O and to the side and then to the side. You can hold you can hold it, or you can go side to side. So make an O and go side. And you'll really feel it here. Another one we'll do is you're going to blow air into your cheeks, and then you're going to move the air around, and that's going to help the nasolabial, this wrinkle we get here. So do you see my cheeks? And then the next one, I think this one's a little bit tougher, but this is going to help your cheek muscles. We're going to smile, and then our bottom lip is going to go over our bottom teeth. So make a smile and go again. So you're using quite a few more muscles here, a little bit more concentration. Smile. And you'll actually feel this muscle. So do it, practice it until you feel these muscles actually tightening and you're using them. Another one I like to do is kind of, you can do a kiss, but kissing makes those lip wrinkles. So an O is better than the duck lips. So an O is better, but this muscle doesn't always get exercise. So I like to look up and just go, oh. I don't know if you could see my muscles moving. And I do this quite often, so this is a little stronger. I could do it without doing O. But this is also going to help the jowls and the neck. You can actually do this anytime. All right. So if you're not into exercising and you're not into doing these silly faces, NuFace is microcurrent technology. It's a little machine. You can Google it, look it up, and that you would rub that on your face, and that exercises the muscles. Facial cupping. Here are facial cups. This is for around the eyes, and this is to cup the face. If we have time at the end, I will demo facial cupping. And then gua sha. I don't think I say that right anytime, but my daughter's laughing at me. So facial cupping and the massage with the stone helps to lift, brings oxygen-rich blood to the surface. So microcirculation helps cell repair and tightens the skin. So just fun things that you can do for exercising your facial muscles. And did everybody enjoy that? Can practice. We all desire glowing skin and even skin tone. We want to minimize our fine lines, our wrinkles, and decrease the eye puffiness, the dark circles under our eyes. But our focus really needs to be with prevention, then maintenance, and then repair. And I have this little article here that I pulled out of a magazine. We're all seeing this in commercials and magazine ads. I found it interesting because it's listing foods and then the vitamins that are in the foods. And then underneath it shows the products, the skincare products to use that you get these benefits from. So I was like, wait a second, I can just eat all of this and then I can not have to buy this product. Um, so here's the connection beginning. And we eat some of these things: sweet potatoes, carrots, papaya, parsley, kale's in here, peppers, eggs. I think that's sardines, and spinach and almonds. Okay, so retinol, I'm sure you're hearing retinol a lot in different commercials. It's a vitamin A derivative and it helps with our skin texture, wrinkles, and then acne. There are other things you can use for acne, but it is prescribed for acne. Peptides are proteins that stimulate collagen and elastin production. Peptides are in fruits and vegetables. Vitamin C helps with pigmentation. It repairs the damage done to the collagen and elastin from the sun. It's key to the production of collagen. And vitamin C works with ferric acid and vitamin E. One of my esthetician buddies shared that with me, and I was like, what is ferric acid? Because I had never heard of it. And I looked it up, and it's in green leafy vegetables or green leaves of plants. Vitamin E helps to reduce redness, repairs the skin, and reduces the irritation. Vitamin D helps with cell growth and stimulates cell growth. Hyaluronic acid, I'm sure you've heard that quite a bit. That's like the skin drinking a glass of water, so added hydration. And AHA is fruit acids, and that helps with exfoliation. And like I said, we all want the cell turnover for aging. So many skincare brands are using these ingredients, all these ingredients, derivatives from fruit and vegetables, because they're active ingredients. They contain phytonutrients, which are antioxidants. Phytonutrients and antioxidants help to repair the skin, hydrate the skin, facilitate collagen and elastin production, and fight free radical damage. So I'm going to get into all of that stuff. But you're going to see on products, ingredients: oats, rice, tomato, ginger, lemon peel, green tea, avocado, pumpkin, pineapple. All these things are listed on your ingredient labels of your products if you read them. And we want these things in our products. So we want youthful skin. When we're young, we have this plump, clear complexion skin. Even little babies, we all desire that filter look. I love filters. And that's because we have oxygen rich blood. The collagen and elastin production are pumping, but by age 25, everything starts to slow down, which is just unfair. I don't know why they made it that way. The first thing to slow down is our water production. And here I have Get Clear Skin with antioxidants. And you'll see the different berries: raspberry, cranberry, pomegranate, grapes. All the different berries help to reduce inflammation in our skin and provide microcirculation. So microcirculation is a transportation method of oxygen and nutrients to the smallest of our blood vessels. So our skin, fingertips, lungs, think of where the smallest blood vessels will be. And microcirculation is important to get really deep, bring the oxygen to those, vessels. So antioxidants, they're fighting free radical damage. Free radical damage is oxidation. In the medical field, they're calling this AEGs. I don't know if you'll hear that term, but it's the same thing. It's oxidation. And oxidation is aging. A byproduct of oxidation in our skin cells is wrinkles. We can oxidize from environment, like I discussed before: smoking, exercise, medication, flying an airplane, pregnant. That's all aging us. Our just everyday things are aging us. And every single day, our cells are being hit by mutagenic oxidants. And so we need antioxidants to prevent aging and to prevent disease. And I have, let's see, an example here of an apple, oh no, we are not aging, we are oxidizing. Therefore, the secret to anti-aging is antioxidants. Here I have an apple. It's shown. It's a good example of our oxidation. So if we cut an apple in half, and we expose it to the air, it starts to age, it turns brown. But if we add lemon, which is an antioxidant, it slows down the aging process. So also an antioxidants are green leafy vegetables. They help to slow our aging. They neutralize free radical damage. And like I said, free radical damage causes wrinkles. Green leafy vegetables also decrease acne. They contain vitamin A, super important, and they keep the skin hydrated. So it's being shown that the different compounds in fruits and vegetables can decrease acne and aging. And also foods that contain zinc, vitamin E, and omegas are great for helping levels of breakouts, and everything's an antioxidant. Well, we could get breakouts at any age. There's the teen acne, and then also adult acne. In the skincare and the treatment room, we're going to suggest different products to use. What we're going to give to an aging client with acne is not what we're going to give to a teen skin with acne and breakouts. And there's so many different products out there to help with acne, aging, pigmentation, keeping that glowing skin. But omegas are a good start for your skincare. They are the building blocks to the skin. They reduce acne, protect against sun damage. They hydrate the skin. If you have a dry, itchy, sensitive skin, it helps with desensitizing the skin, helps with wound healing, and reduces inflammation as well. Have you ever picked a pimple or gotten a cut and your skin healed and you had like a little brown spot? That's post-inflammatory pigmentation. So in the skincare world, that has to do with our melanocytes and the cell renewal and everything like that. I won't get all nerdy. But we want to help to reduce that inflammation, and green leafy vegetables are going to help with that. All right, let's see. Sun protection. We definitely need to be wearing SPF every day, UVA, UVB, and now even we need to protect against the blue light. We're on our computers and our phones quite a bit. So we want that full spectrum. But did you know that you can get sun protection from the inside out by eating different orange fruits and vegetables? And you could see the examples there. And that's because orange fruits and vegetables contain pigments like lutein, beta carotene, and lycopene, and that all protects us from UV damage. It helps with skin elasticity. It's a great antioxidant, boost hydration, also a great source of fiber, great for vision and immunity. And you see the different things there: apricots, sweet potatoes, peppers. I have a few articles here saying supporting fruit and vegetables help to prevent against aging. Great skin is always aided by great nutrition. And in the article on the bottom, it says like fruits and vegetables may be as close as the kitchen. It's the fountain of youth. Fruits, vegetables, and unsaturated fats may ward off wrinkle boosting and protect against sun. So those are just a few articles supporting that. It's easier to prevent than to treat. I always suggest to my clients, of course, home care is essential, but also to receive a facial every 4 to 6 weeks. So that's usually the time that the skin cells regenerate and you have basically a new skin. So proper skincare is important for maintenance, but we have a lot of deeper treatments So things that get into the dermis and renew the skin and help with collagen production and bring new fresh skin cells to the surface and getting rid of all this dryness and pigmentation and everything. So we're investing in treatments, we're investing in products for aging, but we also need to be investing in what's going in our body. So when the cells renew in 4 to 6 weeks, what kind of cells are renewing? Are they dehydrated, oxidized cells, or they oxygen rich, plump, juicy, filled with vitamin cells coming to the surface? Of course, our skincare products are amazing. I love using them in the treatment room. These companies do a lot of research so that they are effective in treating the concerns that we're treating in the treatment room, but we can't drink our skincare products. I hope I've filled in some connection for you on nutrition and skincare. And eating a variety of fruits and vegetables every day isn't so easy. It's easier than it sounds, but it's not always doable. So I found a solution, a way to bridge that gap with Juice Plus, which you can see here: fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas, and they're all encapsulated. And I learned about Juice Plus 15 years ago. I had my second baby, my son, and I knew I needed energy to keep up with them. I needed to eat better. I needed to give my kids better nutrition. Caffeine and sugar just weren't the solution for me, but now this has become my number one beauty secret. And then in addition to that, about 3 years ago, I had like a digestion, intestine stuff going on. And I had to restrict a ton of foods that I was eating. I just didn't feel well, but I still was getting the nutrition from these capsules, which was very rewarding for me to still be getting my nutrition. Well, what I really love about Juice Plus, what really is the reason why I continue to take it and teach about it and make these connections, is because of the research. So it's bioavailable. It gets in our bloodstream and goes to work, gets into the cells. We don't pee out a bright yellow pee when we have it. So it's saying it's actually being absorbed. It decreases inflammation and reduces oxidation. So all things I want to be doing for my skin anyway. And any kind of itis, any illness with itis in it, is inflammation. And it does take time to reduce that inflammation, just like my gut, the things that was happening in my gut, it takes time to heal. But no matter what I feel, no matter my results that I'm getting, I know that this is working at the cellular level. But what was really exciting was we have some research on skin. So Juice Plus increases skin microcirculation by 39%, along with boosting skin hydration, thickness, and density. All things we want, all things we're getting from our skincare products and our skincare routine. Now, I see a connection between skin health, beauty, and nutrition, but I also see the connection between illness and nutrition, or disease and nutrition. So we need to be giving our body what it needs to do its work for us, and not just when we get an illness or a health scare or something like that. And every single disease, I think, runs in my family. So everything's genetic. We got diabetes, cancer, heart disease, kidney disease, dementia. There may be more, I don't know. When I was going over this and kind of just running through what I was going to say to my daughter, I was practicing with her, and she looked at me and was like, "What? All of that runs in our family?" And I was like, yes. So prevention is really important for me. Prevention is important for my daughter. And I'm leaving this also, creating healthy habits with my children, who are 17 and 15 now. Creating healthy habits for my grandchildren. Hopefully one day. She's over there. So omegas. here's the omega. It's 3, 5, 6, 7, 9. Amazing for our skin, but also our heart health, brain health, variety of things. I personally was having crazy PMS and breast pain and all of this stuff going on. And my doctors just said, well, just start taking omegas. And I was like, oh, all right, perfect. So omegas and flaxseed is another source of omega. There's a bunch out there, but that also helps with PMS symptoms. So if you have an issue with that, I say omega all the way, and it's plant-based. So we are going to hear, I'm going to play a little video from Mitra Ray. She's one of my favorite speakers on beauty and nutrition. And after we hear from Mitra Ray, we're going to hear from my friend Jules and Karen. Jules has a really great story about her skin health, hair and nails. So that's right up my alley. Let's see. I'm going to play this for you guys.
Your skin is the last frontier of health, in my opinion. It's one of the largest organs in the body, and it's certainly the largest as far as being one of the organs for the excretion of waste, along with the kidneys, lungs, and colon. So that means that your skin is going to reflect what you're eating and what you're not eating. It's also reflecting the amount of waste you're retaining in your body. Because the skin exfoliates every month, you have a chance to invest today in what your skin will look like a month from now. What comes to the surface is nutrient-rich cells or waste-laden cells, depending on your lifestyle choices. Now, as you begin to invest in what your skin will look like a month from now, you will notice changes very quickly because the skin will exfoliate, revealing a more beautiful you based on the choices you make today. You can look like a completely different person. Wrinkles aren't as permanent as you think. Age spots are not as permanent as you think. All of these parameters can be improved. I've always noticed that when I increase my intake of fruits and vegetables, it shows up in my skin. Taking Juice Plus gives me similar results. Now that is validated by science. Juice Plus does increase hydration to the skin. It helps the skin to retain the water better, and it improves the circulation to the skin so your skin glows more. It also increases the density of the skin. That means your pore sizes look much smaller to the outside world. All of this means more beautiful glowing skin. All of this makes us look younger. And who doesn't want that? I look younger, I feel younger, and I feel better. Now, what's so great is that all of these results are now backed up by credible science done at universities all around the world. Improvement in circulation, improvement in reducing inflammation, better skin, you name it. Juice Plus affects every cell in the body, and you feel that.
Okay. Jules.
Hi. How are you?
Hi. Thanks for being here.
Of course. I was just wondering if you could repeat that part where we are supposed to get facials every 4 to 6 weeks while I go get my husband. So let me go get him, and you just say that again. Well, I first learned about Juice Plus about 11 years ago. And when I heard about Juice Plus, I was a personal trainer. And like Reese, I wasn't really making connections between nutrition and other things. And so for me, Juice Plus made sense because obviously we know we're supposed to be eating fruits and vegetables, and we know we should be eating well. But what happened after I started taking Juice Plus, I really didn't expect. I just took it because I thought I'm not getting enough fruits and vegetables, and that's it. I actually didn't know that I wasn't living like this optimal life and that things weren't right. I did know my hair was falling out. I was actually on Rogaine at age 29. My nails were always breaking. I had cystic acne, which I don't know if any of you guys can relate if you have ever had cystic acne, but it's not only embarrassing, but it's also extremely painful. Um, and I was about maybe 20 pounds heavier than I should have been. But again, all those things, I was like, sometimes when you're living like that, you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So I started taking Juice Plus and immediately felt more energy, which is what I was hoping would happen. And about 6 months in, I did start noticing some changes to my hair, skin, and nails. And that was when I was just taking the fruit and vegetable capsules, which we kind of call the twin pack. It's the red and green bottles. And I added the vineyard blend, the berry blend, about 6 months after. And that's when things really started changing. And my nails were growing so fast without breaking. It was like I wear contacts and I couldn't get my contacts out one day because my nails were so long. And I was like, oh my gosh, that has never ever happened before. My skin started clearing up. It actually got a little bit worse before it got better. And apparently that's detox. But once it got better, never ever have I ever had a cystic acne breakout since that first year being on Juice Plus. Like I said, it's been about 11 or 12 years. And to be honest, I hardly ever break out now. And my hair stopped falling out. So it was so wild to me. I was like, I just took Juice Plus because I knew I wasn't eating enough fruits and vegetables and I was hoping for more energy. But what had followed was one, all these amazing beauty benefits, which I'm 43 this year and I get carded still everywhere I go. People are like, and I love it. And when they don't card me, I get upset. I think it's because I'm like, do you need to see my card? They're like, no, you have like $500 worth of groceries. We can tell you're a mom and you're fine. you deserve that wine. But anyway, I am truly grateful for not only the Juice Plus products, but the knowledge, the education, the training that we receive within this company, things like what Reese has taught us tonight. I didn't know these things 12 years ago. And one of the things she was talking about beverages earlier, one of the things that I really learned too was like sucralose or those artificial sweeteners. So I was a big Diet Coke drinker. And that was another thing I started learning about nutrition when I started taking Juice Plus. And I started doing things differently too. So, the Juice Plus is amazing, but also so is the education that we get with this community. And I'm super thankful for these products and these people. And thank you so much, Reese, for everything you've taught me tonight. I'm super excited to go do my facial exercises.
Yeah, you'll still be getting carded after you do those exercises. Well, thank you. I love your skin changes that have happened with you. All right, so we're gonna hear from Karen now.
Hey, everybody. Okay, so Jules took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say the education that this community has given me constantly, because I'm not going to lie, I'm a little angry at Reese that I didn't know some of these tips sooner because I've known her for a number of years. But I love that we're learning this tonight, and so many of the events that we always do, I always learn something. So I was introduced to Juice Plus. It was 17 years ago in May, which is so hard for me to believe. And I happened to be pregnant, and I really didn't understand the, nutrition, health, how much it played a part of it because my mom was a nurse. So we were all about treatment. We weren't so much about prevention. And so I really thought that by the end of the pregnancy, I'll take it during the pregnancy because it'll make me healthier. It'll make my baby healthier. And I thought at the end, I would just get off of the Juice Plus, but I had such great results. I grew up with allergies, asthma. I always had migraines. I had digestive issues, and I was experiencing none of that at the craziest time, right? When a woman is pregnant. And so I just thought, holy cow, if those little pills can do this, imagine if I changed my diet. So I did have a little bit of acne. It wasn't cystic acne. It wasn't terrible. But I had so many other changes that it just was amazing. So I don't want you guys to think Juice Plus is just for beauty. That's just one of the many things that we can benefit from. It helps with, inflammation. It helps with the immune system. It helps with protecting your DNA. There's so many things it can help with. And one of the things that I hadn't really thought of until Reese and I were talking before this actually started was I have a 16, almost 17-year-old. He's going to be 17 in September. And I have a daughter who's 13. She's going to be 14 in November. And my son really hasn't had any breakouts. I mean, at all. And so I just have to think, and his diet is not stellar. His diet used to be really, really good when I was more in control. And then he got his license and he started working. And now, it just isn't as good. And it's got to be the Juice Plus helping because, yeah, it's not his diet. But I don't know. I know that one of the things she mentioned, I wrote a note because I used to have dairy was one of my favorite. It was like one of my 4 food groups. And I used to love it. And I used to have the bumps on the back of my arms, and I had no idea that that was related. So, Reese, I don't know if you want me to talk about the facials or if you want to come back to that.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay. All right. We can do that. So if you guys came on last year, I actually did the demo where I was doing the facial. So tonight, thankfully, I'm not demoing the facial, but we can, if we don't have the slide for it, we can get it to you, the recipe. So there's a couple different recipes. The beautiful lady, Dr. Mitra Ray, that you saw on the video, who just looks timeless all the time. She has a beauty book. And one of the reasons I got that book is because there's an amazing recipe in there for a facial. And you start out by doing like a vitamin C wash, and you use I have some ground lentils. You can either do ground lentils, you can do ground oat bran, you can do rice bran, you can do for like a light exfoliation. But one of the keys that I do is, Reese has talked about what you eat is as important as what you put on your skin. I have always been a little cheap. I'm not going to lie. I don't want wrinkles and I want my face to look good, but I've always been torn. I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars a month. And I also don't want it to be full of chemicals. So I've kind of always not done a great job with some of my facial. And I think Juice Plus thankfully has helped me. But one of the things that I add to this facial when I'm exfoliating is I actually add the capsules in there. I will open up a capsule and put all the capsules in there, the red, the green, and the purple. And then I put it on, and I'll do this when I'm going to be at home for a while. I put it on and I let it kind of just soak in for a little bit. And then how I take it off is I get the warm washcloth and I take it off. And then what I did tonight is I actually use for a moisturizer is I use the omegas. So not only do I eat the omegas, but I also pop them with my teeth and then I put it on my hands and I rub it all into my face. And it's such an amazing moisturizer. It's plant-based. I mean, I know that it's so healthy. The one thing, if you guys already have the omegas at home, put it on earlier than later, because when you go to bed, some of the orange can actually come off onto your pillowcase. And then I don't know if Lydia's on tonight, but she taught me a new one where she takes the purple, she takes the berries, and she does, I brought it down here. I buy organic argan oil from a friend who is actually from Morocco. And I take this now, if I don't have time for the big long facial, this is just something that's super quick, and it makes your face feel so soft. So I actually will mix a little bit of the argan oil with some of the purple berries. And I guess you could do any of the berries. I just do the purples. And you can put that on your face. And not only does it exfoliate, but it moisturizes at the same time. So it's kind of one of those quick little one and done things. And then you can take that off and you're done. So I just love it. All right.
Thanks, Karen, for sharing.
That's it.
Those are nice, fun, natural facials that you can do at home. Okay, so we're going to chat about the research and finish our slides up. Okay, so our research studies have been conducted in all these different universities. It's not only just on beauty, there's a ton of research on circulation, which is very important after eating a high-fat meal. And Karen,
So one of the things that we love doing these events, and I love that the company's mission is to inspire healthy living. So whether or not you are already a customer, whether or not you become a customer after tonight because you want to look younger and you want better skin, or whether or not maybe you're just not quite ready. So maybe you just start out by eating some more fruits and vegetables. Hopefully down the road you decide to join us and become a customer. There's a couple of different things that we're hoping. So become a customer. You can become a partner and share Juice Plus with 3 to 5 other people, and that helps to offset your costs. And one of the cool things right now, this company is actually sharing with people the business. We are actually waiving the fee to become a partner, which it's only $52 a year anyway. But it's amazing that the company just wants more people to join to inspire healthy living and help more people get healthier. That is actually it's free right now for people, which is awesome. And then, so some people just want to offset their costs. They just want to pay for their own product. And then there's also, you can build a side income. What would you do with an extra $500 a month or $1,000 a month, right? Car payments, making the mortgage payments. That's how I started out. I started out just, paying for my own product. And then all of a sudden I was like, holy cow, I'm making $500 a month. And then all of a sudden I got excited because I showed my husband that I was making the mortgage payment. And now I'm actually replacing my income that I had in corporate America when I worked at the newspaper. So I just love that I've been able to stay at home with my kids, be a stay-at-home mom, but still be able to contribute to, the family finances in such a big way. So we hope that you view Juice Plus as a gift, because that's how we view it when we are talking to people, that we're trying to give you a gift for health and beauty, right? So I know that we had some questions I know there were some questions in the chat, Reese. I don't know if you've seen that. I know Renee, I saw. Oh, do we have more?
No, this is it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, that is my secret weapon for sure. So I know Renee said something about facials. I'm sure people want to know other tips with facials, but let's see. Where was it?
She wanted to know which facial was like the best one, or which one do you recommend certain
Okay.
kinds of facials?
It really depends on what you're looking to treat. If you're looking to treat acne or pigmentation, if you're just looking to start a regimen, and it also depends on your skin. The at-home facials, mixing the Juice Plus, those are good natural facials that you can do. If you want a specific skin consult with me, we can do that. But it really just depends on your skin, because everybody is different, and what your current routine is and what you want to achieve. So are there is,
Yeah.
there
And then,
another
go ahead.
is there another question?
There is. I know Renee also asked if, has anybody had any experiences with Juice Plus and eczema? Because she's got some family and friends. And I know we have so many stories with people that have actually had, I don't know if you want to take it off the screen, stop
Oh.
sharing, and then maybe we can.
There
So many people have had, such positive results with eczema, psoriasis. So I don't know if you're able to talk to that, Charisse.
Good nutrition will help any of these disorders, or skin complications. Getting the vitamins in. I think on the second Beauty from the Inside Out that we did, someone did have eczema, and it really helped with their symptoms and their like rash symptoms. Anybody else have a question?
I know everybody's muted, but if anybody has any questions that you didn't type into the chat, I know Reese, since we've got her on the Zoom, we might as well take advantage of it.
Or I can do the cupping demo.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll just go with that. If anybody thinks of a question, go ahead and type it, or you can we can talk and chat. Do you want to keep recording, Karen? So I use on the skin oil to do the cupping. You need oil just like you would do, you see cup marks on the celebrities. Oil is a better glide. So I don't use coconut oil on the face. Coconut oil is great for the body. So grapeseed oil is what I'm going to put on. And then I have my little facial cup. You can get these on Amazon. And you just squeeze. Can you see my face?
Yes.
It's kind of boring to watch, but it feels really good. I tend to, if you clench your jaw, this is actually really good because you can help the muscles right here. Kind of feels like pulling. I don't know if anybody has ever done cupping on their body. I like to leave it on my temples, but it will leave like a little circle hickey mark. But this helps to release this muscle. So if anybody gets headaches, this is really good. Yes, they're basically the same benefits. The gua sha is also cold, so that feels nice on the skin. It's always going to be lifting, great for lymphatic drainage. I like the cupping better personally, but did I answer your question, Michelle?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know if you can see. And then we switch the unicorn. All lifting. It feels really good. I want to close my eyes and relax. It's my bedtime.
And these can be purchased on Amazon, right?
These can be purchased on Amazon. You can do them, using them too. I like to do one side of the face and then the other. And then the little one goes around the eye. I don't know if you can see. It's harder to see this little tiny thing. And I don't know if you can tell the difference between my skin has lifted. It's red, so I brought that circulation to my skin. Difference is the night and day. The day and the relaxation. So you can do these. The techniques are also, a lot of the different techniques are on Pinterest, and you'll see things on Instagram. I'll probably do a little demo on Instagram since we're here. But feels really good, relaxing, lifting, brings circulation, and also good for lymphatic drainage. And great for that muscles. All right, that's a little demo of that. So anybody have any questions? We can say goodnight. You're welcome, Renee.
Yeah, I think that was great. I know there's a couple of us we're buying the cupping.
Yeah, I'll put a little exercise thing on Instagram, a little routine so that you guys can see. But thank you everybody for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. I think we're gonna do tips and tricks maybe next time. Beauty tips and tricks. So thank you, everybody. If you want to unmute yourself and say